I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
I do want to go ahead and get into the thing that I'm really fired up about. Everything is playing out exactly as I predicted because I was right. I was right all along. And the Odyssey is going to clear $1 billion, just like I predicted for almost a year. And it's making a lot of people, have to move the goalpost, eat their words, shift the conversation. But there's one guy in particular that I've been watching recently that I actually like this guy, but he has decided to go after Critical Drinker and Gary and Chris Gore in a very disingenuous way. And he is trying to take a victory lap over what's happening with the Odyssey by attacking Drinker, Gary, Chris Gore, FNT, and all of that. But there's one person that this guy fails to mention when he is targeting FNT, Drinker, and Gore. There's one person that he won't mention when he claims that everybody on FNT said that this movie was going to be a disaster. There's one person he doesn't talk about. And you have to ask yourself, if you're so focused on what FNT had to say about the Odyssey, if you're so focused on what Chris Gore and the Drinker and Gary and everybody in the sphere had to say about the Odyssey, why don't you bring me up, Erick Weber? So we're going to talk about Erick Weber because Erick has been going after everybody. This guy right here, Erick Weber. Grifters move the goalpost again on the Odyssey. Really, Erick? Now, you've been wanting some attention from people like me. So let's see if you actually respond to everything that I say in me giving you the attention that you've so desperately been asking for, Erick Weber. You really want Gary's attention. You really want Drinker's attention. You really want people to acknowledge you. I'm about to fucking acknowledge you. Okay? That's what's about to happen. So let's listen to what this guy has to say about Critical Drinker and Gary.
From the City of Angels, Saturday morning, I have to do this again live. I was going to go to the gym. I'm still going to go. But I need to
going to the
sure
gym, guys.
Is out there before I head out the door.
He wants you to know he's going to the gym, by the way. He's cool. He needs you to know he's going to the gym. Okay? Hey, guys, I might be sitting here talking about fucking nerd movies, but I'm going to the gym because I'm cool, okay? So I know I'm talking about nerd shit on the internet, but I'm actually a fucking alpha male, okay?
Here today because I can't believe where the grifters have shoved the goalposts on the Odyssey at this point. We talked about it last night on that stream, how they will not just admit defeat, right? It's really simple, man. If you take the L, you just own it. Just move on, right? Why do you keep doubling down? Because their audience has been told Pavlov dog style that this was going to bomb. This is going to be a disaster. This is not going to be making $1 billion.
Remember, he said this, that all of us were telling the entire audience that this was going to bomb and be a disaster. Now, Gary responded to him earlier on Twitter. He is very excited that Gary acknowledged his existence, by the way. This guy, oh my God. Erick, if you love Gary so much, man, I can hook up a Make-A-Wish for you, man. I can get you on a phone call with Gary, man. If you love him that much, I can hook this shit up, okay? I can.
Be the biggest fail in Nolan's career, and it's not. It is now on the way to a $90 million second weekend, somewhere in that range, which would be a minus 28. That is virtually unheard of. I mean, you just don't have that happen often. You look at Obsession, that's a film that was doing things, dropped 30, minus 28.
Come on.
X. I want you do. You ready for a tweet that I sent out last night? By the way, if you're watching on X, I beg you to come into the comments right now, and I will clown you live because the ace deals in facts. The ace
deals in facts. Okay, this guy claims he deals in facts. This guy claims that he gives everybody the truth. Okay?
Is the objective king of the film space. There is no one who does it like me and no one who's as fearless as me. Okay? Do not forget that. I welcome you because you watch people who tell you what you want to hear instead of actually being a critical thinker, not critical drinker. Right? That's who I am. I am the undisputed heavyweight champ of this shit, and I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I can differentiate between box office and the film. As I've said so many times, there's been films I trash, and they turn around and do really well at the box office, and I have to own that. These people won't do that. No, we're going to do some crazy shit. You guys ready for this? So last night, I found this via, I believe Richard Roper sent it out, and I go, I'm just going to use this. I took his picture from Reddit. First of all, I am familiar with Reddit. I don't spend a lot of time there.
This is a post from Critical Drinkers Reddit, and people are now spreading this around as it was from the Critical Drinker, including Richard Roper. And it's going pretty viral on Twitter right now where people are claiming this is Drinker that said it, okay? So a little later on, Gary responds to this guy, okay? And you could tell like how excited he is that Gary acknowledged him.
Percent drop in box office in 5 days. It's crashing and burning. Now, granted, this could be a troll. I pray it is. But guess what they're doing? You guys ready? Here it is. Here, Nerdrotic came in because Nerdrotic follows me. Just in case you didn't notice, that isn't Drinker, Eric. No shit. 908 likes because this is what I'm talking about. Here comes all of the minions that do the work of the Nerdrotics and the Critical Drinkers and the true drug Chris Gore. We will fight for you, almighty one. Guess what? I'm the one-man fucking army. I don't need an army full of simps to help me.
Bro, this guy's so fucking excited Gary responded to him.
Me. I will take you on by myself. Okay? Don't worry. I have no problem with that. Oh, we're up to 911. It continues to grow. And look at my reply. I'm 100 aware it's an anon simp of Critical Drinker. Thank you. Only
my man is coping in real time that he's being ratioed by Gary.
3. I get 3 likes for that. I get 3 likes. This other guy, because you know why? Because that is the community that is the anti-woke. Look at me. Let's talk about Gore for a second because this is fun. Gore was a no one, nothing happening channel. Film Threat, nobody watched. He would put a video out and there was nothing. Now, I'm not saying, dudes, we're not saying that we are Grace Randolph, okay? That day's never going to happen. But I got news for you. My channel has more views than the old Film Threat. You know what Film Threat did? He finally realized that in order to grow, you have to be polarizing to one side or the other. You've got to jump on, in his case, the anti-woke. He made a video with Film Courage taking on Disney Star Wars.
So at this point, I have to bring this one up where he brings Friday Night Tights up. Right here, okay?
Lean left. Now that sounds like you're right. Maybe you're right. Now I think you're left. Your face. Do you understand that? These people, but look, their audience wants like Pavlov's dogs. Hey, everybody, this film's gonna bomb because of this. And the audience like, oh my God, you're right. You're so great. In fact, I'm gonna go live right now. Let's look before I get into the details. Let's go look at Friday Night Tights that's going on live right now. A lot more viewers than we have. But look, they need, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people to do the work of one ace. My show is more entertaining than these 10 people combined. And I know that Gary is familiar with my work, but I am going to drag you right now, Nerdrotic, because you said this film was dead. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't take me up on my bet, which was, is this going to bomb? You didn't reply. And you know why? Because you knew, and I believe you later tweeted, that, hey, you know what? it probably will do well because Avatar did well. People like dumb shit. Bro, come on. Look, here's the deal. You need to just be more honest. Just say, I want to see this film fail because of the casting, but it's probably not, and I'm playing a role, and this is what I have to do, right? That's the thing. These people have to inhabit this personality that they always need to make sure the audience gets what they want. When I do a stream here at MMT at 2:30 on a Friday, I am firing this up and I'm shooting. I do not have a plan for how I want this to go. Yes, I know the message. The message is this film is going to be 115 million plus domestic, plus the overseas cash, which is very impressive. More on all the details.
I'm just letting this guy build his case because he has built the case that all of us have been 100% saying this movie is going to be a disaster and it's going to fail and all of that. He has consistently said this over and over. And he himself has claimed that he's the only one that claimed it was going to be a massive success. That's what this guy says. And yet he never brings me up.
In a minute, but I just want to make sure all this is understood, that when it comes to objective film discussion and being fearless and talented, the best evaluations in the business, you are watching MMT, not these 10 people that cannot hold a candle to what I do here at MMT.
I can't hold a candle to you, buddy. Well, let's go ahead and fact check that right now. Why don't we? Let's look at this montage right here of me starting 7 months ago on panels with the people that you claim are so much in a bubble and lied to their audience. Why have you never pulled this clip up, Erick Weber? Why have you never pulled this fucking clip up and played it on your stream when you claim you're the first and only person to say that this movie was going to be a success? Why have you never done this? Because it blows up your lies about the entire sphere that I am in. And yes, I have been the only one saying exactly what I said. And I have been very critical of everybody else, saying you guys are barking up the fucking wrong tree. And I am right, and I've been right the whole time. But Erick Weber doesn't want to bring this up. And I hope that now that he's gotten my attention, maybe Erick Weber will play this on his stream. I would love to get his reaction to this clip. What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this movie's going to make $1 billion. I think this is going to be a massive movie. I think
Really, though?
Absolutely. Dude, Oppenheimer, a 3-hour biopic, made $950 million. Now, will it be good? That's a whole different story. It's going to be a massive success. It will. I think it's going to be a highly, highly divisive movie in a lot of ways.
Right about that again, 7 months ago. Massive success, highly divisive.
But I also think it will be a huge success. I get the concerns, and I share some of those concerns. I still think it's going to be a massive fucking hit. I think this movie's guaranteed to do 400 to 500.
Hey, Blue Lantern, guess what, you stupid fuck? I'm the owner of Geeks and Gamers. Saying I'm the only one involved with Geeks and Gamers that wasn't hating on this movie, I'm the fucking owner. That means I can allow everybody else to have their own opinions. I don't force everybody to have my opinion. I will go against every motherfucker on my team and in this sphere if I fucking have to. I'll go against Drinker. I'll go against Gary. I'll go against Ryan. And guess what? They're going to go against me in the future on shit. Welcome to what it's called to be friends, you stupid fuck.
$1 million just on Nolan fans. You know, Gary says Nolan's the biggest star in Hollywood right now. Like, he's the biggest name. Like, does anybody else turn the needle like him?
When a Christopher Nolan movie comes out, people pay attention.
Like, he's the biggest draw. Tom Cruise is the only guy you could say, but I mean, I think at this point in time, unless Tom Cruise is attached to a major franchise, it doesn't turn the needle. Christopher Nolan is the franchise.
The thing that set me down this road was when you said it's going to be mega successful.
Hey, guess what? It's going to be mega successful. In fact, it's already mega successful.
Yeah. And like I don't think that $750-800 million is mega successful for this movie in this context.
But it's nowhere near a flop. No, not even close.
I would agree.
Yeah. I understand that it is kind of universally just on this side of the internet that everybody's like, oh, the Odyssey is going to be this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty excited about it. And I think you guys are fucking retarded to think that nobody's excited about this shit. I think it looks bad when like this thing's going to be a pretty big success. I don't know how big. Eric Weber, are you paying attention to the words that I have been saying for over 7 months? Eric Weber, you claim that everybody in this sphere was claiming this movie was a disaster. Yet you have ignored everything I have been saying. Why? I have been saying this because I knew it was going to be true. Period. I have been roasted by the chat. I have been roasted by everybody. And I am right. I was the only one that was right. Big of a success it's going to be. I have no idea. But I think it looks bad when, like, you know, everybody is like in agreement that like, oh yeah, this is going to be a disaster and a dumpster fire. I don't think it's going to be a dumpster fire. I think it's going to be a great movie with some questionable casting decisions. I'm still sticking at $800 million personally, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a good movie with some very, very distracting casting that should be criticized like crazy. I still wrong. I'm wrong. You really? Do you really want to do that? You really want to go there? Gary put out a poll on Twitter. Will the Odyssey flop? 73% out of 21,000 people said the Odyssey would flop. Huh. Well, guess what? Historic weekend ahead for Christopher Nolan, thanks to insanely positive word of mouth. Rated R epic The Odyssey exploded to the biggest second Friday in Nolan's career, in phenomenon territory now. Christopher Nolan is getting ready for a mythological holds across the globe this weekend. So literally in every fucking market, this movie is overperforming all over the fucking world. You're in a bubble if you don't see what's going on right now. The same audiences that rejected Snow White, the same audiences that rejected the Marvels, the same audiences that rejected Disney Star Wars, the same audiences that just made Supergirl flop are this is about to have a better hold than Top Gun Maverick. Get out of your bubble. That's the truth. Back to me being right.
I do think that the movie has a chance to be very good because it's Christopher Nolan, but there's a chance that this could be a step back for him as well. Time will tell, but I do think it's going to do pretty good at the box office. It's not going to fail. I just don't see there's almost no scenario where this movie fails, in my opinion. I have been saying consistently, even with all the controversy, even with all the hate, even with all the negativity, that I believe that the Odyssey will end up being a good movie, and I do believe it will be successful.
It's going to be a massive success. For Nolan.
There's still people out there though that think this movie's completely going to flop.
I know, they're retarded.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
So yes, the movie's going to make a lot of money. Is it going to make $1 billion? I don't know.
I'm thinking
I
more
really
around
don't
the
know.
800 million.
800
range.
has been the number that I've been putting it at.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to make $1 billion. It would be better for me from a business standpoint to say, Christopher Nolan's going woke and he's ruining everything and all. Like, so I just have to be honest. I'm looking forward to it. My whole thing is I've complained about Helen of Troy and Trans Weirdo being in this movie. My first video on it, I said the Odyssey deserves to fail, but it won't because it's Nolan. And that is something that a lot of the Matt Walshes and the end wokenesses and the right-wing commentators that suddenly love to talk about pop culture, they're pretending that Nolan is just this left-wing wacko. And I think that's the wrong tree to bark up. Because if this movie does $1.2 billion, all of this shit about its woke DEI slop is going to make everybody talking about it in that sense look really bad. And guess what? I got bad news for you guys, but I'm up to my prediction now. 1.5 billion minimum for this movie now. 1.5 billion minimum.
100 million is my number.
but I think it's probably going to do over $1 billion. I don't like when everybody just agrees on every fucking thing, dude. It's boring as fuck. It's seriously boring as fuck. I am the one person in this sphere that has said, I think the Odyssey is going to be really good. 1.5 is not going to happen. Now, a lot of people have said have you guys not learned to just understand that I'm right? You keep, like, at this point, I think you guys are trolling when you just keep saying, it's not going to do this. It's not going to do that. Bro, you guys are in such a fucking bubble. Think it'll do well financially. I'm the only one that keeps saying, I think the movie's going to be really fucking good. I'm the only one that's had the balls to say that. And I stand by it. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking confident I'm going to be right. And a lot of people are missing the obvious. Fuck, I forgot about that picture. I forgot about this picture. That Christopher Nolan has not made a film that has performed terribly in his entire career. I tried to warn you. You all laughed. By the way, Erick Weber. Hey, so Erick Weber loves to take selfies of himself. Okay? He's really focused on selfies of himself, okay? So when he saw the Odyssey, before I saw it, before it had a wide release, I responded to his tweet. And I said, I was told by right-wing internet experts that this movie would be a woke DEI flop. I tried to warn them. They didn't listen. Guess who didn't acknowledge this? Erick Weber didn't acknowledge this again because he keeps trying to say that FNT and this whole sphere, none of us disagreed. None of us. We were all repeating the same talking point. And Erick Weber never brings me up. Because he knows when he does bring me up, it will destroy his lies about FNT. You all said I was just a Nolan fanboy. I said this movie is going to be a massive fucking success. Normies are going to eat it up. And we all called it woke DEI slop. So the next time woke DEI slop is mentioned, nobody's going to fucking take you seriously because the movie of the fucking year, everybody labeled it as woke DEI slop. And I said it, you're barking up the wrong fucking tree. And everybody looked at me and said, you're wrong. You're insane. You're stupid. And I'm like, okay, prepare to be looking very stupid in a few days. Criticize the casting because it should be criticized, but have a little perspective when you're talking about it. Or you can just be in your bubble or in your echo chamber and just bitch about things because it worked with Snow White and it worked with Captain Marvel and it worked with Kathleen Kennedy and it worked with Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams in the Disney live action remakes. You were all put in a fucking bot lobby in Fortnite and they made you think that you were good. And then they put you in a fucking lobby with legit people and now you're about to get fucking wrecked. DDayCobra, trying to warn everybody. Everybody gets mad. Try to tell the Kryptonian Council, guys, you're walking into a fucking buzzsaw. No. This is going to be a flop. This is going to be a disaster. This is going to ruin Nolan's career. Like, do you understand what the fuck's about to happen? No, they don't. No credibility. Nope. After this, the next Disney movie that has dislikes, who the fuck's going to listen to that after the fucking Odyssey does $1 billion and everybody loves it? Who hey, Eric, cares? Are you going to respond to this? Are all of these haters that are going after FNT and the drinker, are all of these motherfuckers going to play this clip to show that this corner of the internet, I'm friends with Chris Gore, I'm friends with the drinker, I'm friends with Gary, I can call him up right now and have a conversation with him, but you guys are saying that all of us have this echo chamber and I have been sitting here completely going against the narrative, and none of these motherfuckers want to acknowledge anything I've said because they are trying to build lies about Drinker and Gary and Chris and everybody else. That's what they're trying to do. That's the goal. So I will take the fucking arrows. Let all these motherfuckers be mad at me. That's fine. It's important to show that this entire corner of the internet is about free thinkers. I have no problem with Gary's opinion on this movie. I have no problem with Drinker's opinion. I have no problem with Chris Gore's. I have no problem with anybody's opinion that doesn't like this movie. Because that's what this entire sphere is for, is people to have their own opinions and not be bullied into thinking what the masses want you to think or whatever. That's what this has always been about, is free thinkers. And I don't care how much heat I get. I was right about what this movie was going to do in terms of the success. Individual opinions are subjective. Whatever people want to think, that's fine. But I kept saying it's a bad idea to go against this movie because this movie is going to be huge. And all it's going to do is give people a reason to doubt things in the future, because this movie will be huge. And it's even bigger than I thought now. The movie is bigger than I thought it could be. It's an absolute monumental success beyond even what I thought was possible. In fact, this just dropped. The Odyssey is set to cap off its international run with over $700 million, even without including the markets of Japan, China, and South Korea. Fucking crazy. Real life fake wizard fucked it up. Hollywood won. The audience won because the audience likes it. Why did Hollywood win when Top Gun Maverick blew up at the box office? Did Hollywood win when Obsession won? So it's only when Nolan's movie is successful. So when Top Gun Maverick was a success, did Hollywood win or did we all celebrate it? It's absolutely insane the levels of cope that people are having when you all doubted this shit. It's tracking better than Top Gun Maverick right now. The more, if you want to triple and quadruple down, that's fine. You're going to continue to look dumb. Whether it's Rachel Zegler or Brie Larson or Ryan Johnson or J.J. Abrams or Kathleen Kennedy, and we dunked on them. And then everybody just got the confidence that, oh, we can handle any lobby. And now you're being thrown into a real lobby against Nolan, and everybody thinks that this movie. So anyway, Eric Weber, are you going to pull up my clip, or are you going to keep painting lies about Drinker and Gary?
Care if we have 1/100th the audience, 1/1000th. I promise you this, I will destroy this channel in a one-on-one situation. These people are boring, dull. Gary's the best of the group. The rest of this group, are you kidding me? I got my boy Desperado or whatever his name is in the corner who told.
Okay, that was funny. Desperado.
Talks about beta shit. The guy looks like he doesn't have any testosterone in his body, and you're gonna talk that shit? The ace is ripped, bro. I have receipts. That's the difference between me and you. You are an act. You are a fraud. I'm the real fucking deal. And that
I'm the real fucking deal. I take gym photos, bro. Dude, I gotta show you this guy's fucking Twitter account. Let me find it. All right, this motherfucker takes all of these goofy fucking selfies, okay? Look at this motherfucker. Look at this son of a bitch right here. Hey, dude, look at me. Look at me in my Lakers jersey, bro. Hey, woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Hey, guys, I go to the gym. I'm not a nerd. I talk about nerd shit on the internet, but I'm not a nerd.
That's the reality, is that I'm going to keep pushing that and hammering that until the world understands that the ace is here and he's playing for keeps. And we're
play for keeps, ace. React to me for the past 7 months, predicting literally to a T what was going to happen with this movie. Play it, motherfucker. I dare you. And then let's see if you can continue with the narrative that all of us were saying one thing and you were the only one predicting different. I dare you. I'm begging you to play my fucking clip. And then play the clips where you said you were the only one that was claiming this.
Only ascending higher and higher here on MMT. Let's get back to the story. Then we'll go back and check in live with those guys. Like I said, hey, they've got a lot more people watching. But again, who cares? In life.
You care. You care. It's hey, they got a lot more people watching, but who cares, right? Who cares?
Star Wars and their handling of that franchise. And I'm not going to argue that they fucked some things up. But once he realized that took off, I've got to lean into this persona. So now Chris Gore is playing an act, and they all are in on it. The entire grift of that space. Nerdrotic, if you're watching today, come in, Gary. I will entertain you anytime you want.
Gary, if you're watching, hey, Gary, if you're watching, come on in my stream. I mean, you don't matter, Gary, but if you're watching, I can send you a link. I mean, it's not a big deal. We can just hang out.
Space. Nerdrotic, if you're watching today, come in, Gary. I will entertain you anytime you want to jump in here, because I'm right. That's the thing is, that what you're doing when you say, that's not critical drinker, that is obfuscating. That is bullshitting. 100%. You are twisting the thing around. That I know that wasn't critical drinker, but that's the way, instead of owning the fact that this film is on a bullet train to 1 billion plus, it will be profitable. And I have a whole video how I called this July 4th. I put out the video. I could have put it out way before that.
July 4th. You said it on July 4th there, Erick Weber?
This film's not going to bomb. Go look. I have receipts. That's the difference between me and all these other people. I don't just all of a sudden decide.
Oh, you have receipts? Let's rewind that a little bit. I really hope you react to me tonight.
How I called this July 4th, I put out the video. I could have put it out way before that, saying this film's not going to bomb. Go look. I have receipts. That's the difference between me and all these other people. I don't just all of a sudden decide and vacillate last second like, well, here's...
Oh, really? July 4th. Well, here's me on November 23rd of 2025 there, buddy, on the Critical Drinkers show in front of the Critical Drinkers audience, saying what you said you claimed on July 4th.
Problems with the casting. Elliot Page, what? I mean, I'm pretty sure this movie's going to make $1 billion. I think this is going to be a massive movie. I think
really, though?
Absolutely. Dude, Oppenheimer, a 3-hour biopic, made $950 million. Now, will it be good? That's a whole different story. It's going to be a massive success. It will. I think it's going to be a highly, highly divisive movie in a lot of ways, but I also think it will be a huge success.
But hey, he keeps his receipts, guys.
The thing, it doesn't look like it's going well, so therefore it's going to bomb. I stick to what my initial prognostication is, and I have a very deep understanding of how films work, especially when I see them. I know. Go back.
Bro, I've been getting absolutely annihilated by the audience, which is part of the gig. You can either say what people want you to say, or you can tell them what they need to hear. And if you tell them what they need to hear, you're going to get backlash. You just are. Right now, the movie is tracking for well over $1 billion. Its holds are some of the best holds we have ever seen for a film of this magnitude, and people are still in denial about it. It's the craziest fucking cope I've ever seen in my life. Now people are shifting it to going, oh, well, it's because the IMAX tickets are so expensive. Motherfucker, they were expensive before the movie came out, when you all said it was going to underperform. I mean, do you think this is the only movie that's ever been put in IMAX or some shit? Like, the cope and the goalpost moving has been out of this fucking world on this movie. It's very reminiscent of when the left reacted when Trump won, and they were just so shocked. And they were like, how could Trump win? Because you've been in a bubble. Now we're going, how can a Christopher Nolan movie be successful? Oh my God, I'm so surprised that a Christopher Nolan movie is successful. I'm so surprised. I'm blown away. Good Lord, man.
Can watch my stream from Obsession. Watch what I say about that film. I said that if I came out of Obsession in Toronto, which I believe that's where it debuted, I would have bid the absolute biggest amount that we had in the bank for that film. 15 million, I would have gone to 20. If I had 25, I would have gone to 25. I said, this is going to be a huge hit. I called it that.
Did you say no one? Everybody thought it was going to make money? Did you not see what I put? Gary's poll on Twitter, 73% said it would be a flop. 21,000 votes. You can claim that no one said it was going to flop if you want. It's just not the truth. It's just not. I was right. You don't have to like it, but you're going to learn to love it. I'm basically going full Ric Flair at this point in time. I'm Ric Flair, baby.
Night. I'm very, very good at this. And I am also undefeated when it comes to being objective. These other people don't know what to do because when they're losing, they're like, well, I'm going to double down. Don't double down. Do me a favor. Do not double down. Instead, just say, we didn't get it done. We tried. We thought we had another Snow White on our hand. We didn't.
You hear him taking my talking points? These are my talking points that he's taking now, yet he doesn't want to acknowledge me.
Didn't get it done. We tried. We thought we had another Snow White on our hand. We didn't. We had King Nolan, a guy that you do not bet against, which is the entire point of the video that I made weeks ago now. But that's what I do. Okay, so don't start spinning shit, pushing goalposts, going. This is just you guys. You can't be proud of this behavior. This is the kind of crap that wormy, slimy bitches pull. I am not. I am the man. I am the myth. I am the legend. And do not mess with me when it comes to calling things. I nail them. I said that Michael was going to be a huge hit after all the bad reviews because I saw the film and I said it delivered. I have a track record that is unmatched, unparalleled in this space, and you need to understand that. If you don't know who I am, you better fucking recognize. You better learn right now because the man.
To be fair, dude, I until this recently has happened, I think I find Eric Weber to be very entertaining. Because he's basically got this gimmick going of, I like it. I like the gimmick. I think it's funny. But when he was blatantly ignoring me while trying to go after FNT, that's when I was like, okay, now you're going to get my attention. I think he's entertaining as hell, dude. I love his shit talking. I absolutely love it.
The myth, the legend is on the mic. And these other people are all pretenders. They're all grifters. I am none of the above. And that's one of the reasons why this channel will always be a niche channel, because I'm not going to play to one side or the other. I'm going to play to the truth. And the truth wins every time. It may not get you views, as Chris Gore learned. He's got to lean into some kind of fucking fraudulent act. Not me. This is the real deal right now before I go to the gym and bust out some biceps here on this.
Don't forget, guys, while he's talking about Snow White and Supergirl and Christopher Nolan, he's also going to the gym because he's cool. All right? He's also going to the gym.
Saturday, comment time. That was, wow, that was good. I knew I had to do this live. You understand? That was 10 minutes of raging that wouldn't have come through as well if I recorded it. Once I hit live, and I know I've got no safety.
Anyway, we're going to, I really hope that he reacts to me. I really hope he plays the montage of 7 months of me saying everything that he started saying in July. I said it in November. And that is where we are right now. And yeah, the cope is definitely off the charts for people that wanted this movie to fail, thought that this movie was going to fail, or whatever. I don't deny that at all, but that's not the point of what I'm talking about right now. My point is that there's a lot of disingenuous coverage of this fear of the internet, and they are actively ignoring me going completely against the grain. You can go in the comment section and look. I got crushed by the entire audience, and that's fine. That's part of the gig. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm making a point that I've been saying this for months, getting hell from the audience. And now because you guys are trying to build a false narrative around this corner of the internet, and I've been doing this since 2017, 2018. I've been through all of it, and I understand how the internet works. And I recognized early on that we can't be completely all on the same page on this. Even if I had my doubts about the Odyssey with the early casting, no one else was taking the opposite side of this. And I'm like, guys, I think this is a big mistake. I think that this movie is going to be huge. And like, this ain't Snow White. This ain't the Marvels. And it just kind of gradually started to get more and more negativity. And we live in a world where Ben Shapiro likes the movie and Nick Fuentes likes the movie. We live in a world where Jeremy Jahns loves the movie and John Campea loves the movie. We live in a world where Gay Rubin likes the movie, and we live in a world where Grace Randolph likes the movie. That's where we are. And the numbers are out of this world right now. And I think that we are running into I'm concerned about the fact that the mainstream media lost relevance because they lost touch with the real world. The real world loves this movie. That doesn't mean you have to, but dismissing the idea that the real world loves this movie is a grave mistake that I don't think helps moving forward. And that is the danger of people being in this fucking bubble. And if I have to piss everybody off to make you see that there's a world outside of this bubble, then that's my fucking job. I've always been honest. I'll always be honest. I don't chase the trends or what's popular. I just say what needs to be said. And that is the truth of what is happening. You can go on Instagram right now. There are viral posts, hundreds of thousands of likes of people redoing scenes from this movie because it is a cultural phenomenon. But Eric Weber, I look forward to you reacting to me. I can't wait. I'm going to be sitting there with popcorn. I can't wait for you to tell your entire audience that you've been lying to them, that you were the first person that predicted all this. I can't wait for you to play a clip starting with me. I'll send you the Google Drive link to it just so you can watch that and you can react to that in front of your audience that you've been telling them that everybody in the FNT sphere hasn't been saying the very thing that I've been saying. I can't wait to see it.